What's up, guys? Today we're going to be doing a different thing. I didn't tell you this, but I like the NBA, I guess. So today we're going to be reacting to some stuff about NBA at YouTube. So let's look at this. No. 5 NBA records nobody wants.
The NBA is a league of players, and records and stats, though heavily tracked in the sport, aren't the biggest deal to the fans or the players.
Whoa,
Probably the most
that's high sound.
important stat people pay attention to are endorsement deals and jewelry. But when you keep stats, sometimes players get the onerous duty of fouling things up so bad they earn a record that nobody wants, and like Jokic, they are hard to get rid of. And here are 5 NBA records that may make you scratch your head. Oh, that pun was so intended. Number 5. Highest career turnovers per game average, Russell Westbrook, 3.92. Russell Westbrook is an amazing basketball player. Now that he successfully kicked Kevin Durant off his OKC island, he has become a triple-double machine, a one-man band of many talents, shooting, scoring, rebounding, being impossible to play with, and of course, having the highest per-game turnover ratio in the history of the NBA. Hold on, Russell, this isn't a bad record to have, because let's look at the company near you when it comes to who else liked to do the Tony Romo out on the hardwood. Second is Magic Johnson with 3.87 turnovers per game, followed by Isaiah Thomas with 3.76, and then Mr. Practice himself, Allen Iverson, with 3.57 a game.
I mean, listen, we talking about practice.
All those dudes in the Hall of Fame. In fact, everyone in the top 10 for worst amount of turnovers is in the Hall of Fame, except for Eric Allen's twin brother Reggie Theus, who gave up the ball 3.4 times a game. So maybe Russell shouldn't hang his head in shame, but I mean, the stat doesn't lie. He gives up the ball almost 4 times a game, and that's a direct side effect of his hero ball brand of play. You can dispute,
like for Magic Johnson, Westbrook, Isaiah Thomas.
Me on this, but stats don't lie. Take that for data.
That's right.
Take that for data.
Number 4. Quickest time to foul out of a game, Bubba Wells, 3 minutes, on December 29th, 1997.
So, as I understand, this guy, Bubba Wells, fouled out of a game when the game just started 3 minutes ago. Wow.
Bubba Wells of the Dallas Mavericks was given an unusual job. Playing against the defending champion mega team, the Chicago Bulls, Wells was sent into the game to do nothing but molest Dennis Rodman like a creepy uncle until he fouled out. And Wells, in which this was his only NBA season, was very dedicated to his craft of trying to find Dennis Rodman's genitalia as he accomplished his mission to foul out in 3 whole minutes. I guess the strategy was to put Rodman on the line and get some usefulness out of Wells, who averaged 3.3 points a game in 1997 and was about as effective on the court as a folding chair. Talk about your all-time backfires, as Rodman went 9 from 12 from the line for the game, and Don Nelson's pseudo-hack-a-shack strategy did not work as they lost 111 to 105, and they were the Mavericks, and those Bulls went on to teabag the entire league on their way to their 5th championship in 7 years. Judd Bushler has 3 rings. Lolcopter. Number 3. Fewest career blocks for a player over 7 feet tall, more than 82 games played, Chuck Nevitt, 111.
Wait. So this guy's like a 7-footer. He played 82 games in a season. So there's 82 games in a season, right? He's a 7-footer, big man, and he has the less blocks for a big man. Bruh.
There have been many tall players in the NBA, and you would assume that being much taller than your opponents would result in some natural things. More rebounds, more easy buckets, and of course, more block shots. But like any athletic skill, you actually have to hone your trade. And apparently 7'5" Chuck Nevitt didn't have much of a skill set other than being 7'5". Despite a career that spanned nearly 10 years and included winning an NBA championship in 1985 with the Lakers, Nevitt only appeared in 155 total games in his career and only recorded 111 blocks.
Wait, it said that he played 82 games in a season. So how did he was in the NBA for 10 years and he only got 155 games? If I didn't hurt.
Which is 0.7 blocks per game, easily the worst ratio among super tall NBA players over 7 feet. Even Sean Bradley averaged 2.5 blocks a game, and he was hot garbage out there. 7-foot tall male vagina Roy Hibbert averages 1.73 blocks a game, a full block above Nevitt's mark. So basically, this dude didn't do any finger wagging in the paint, averaged 1.6 points per game, and basically someone told him, "Hey dude, you're tall, you should play basketball." And he listened. Number 2, most time playing in a game without a single stat contribution, Kenny Walker, 12 minutes. Ah yeah, Kenny Skywalker, the man who was really good at one thing, running towards the basket and leaping into the air with flying squirrel-like grace as he violently slammed the rock through the hoop. Ah yeah, too bad he wasn't good at much else, as Kenny Skywalker wasn't a great shooter, though he had a wicked fade. And on December 11th, 1993, Kenny Walker did something that I actually have in common with him. He recorded absolutely 0 stats in an NBA game. The big difference in that
What? That's like an impossible thing.
commonality is that I have not and never will play in the NBA. Kenny Skywalker was out there on the floor, dressed in a Bullets uniform, for 12 minutes. 0 points, 0 rebounds, 0 steals, didn't even take a shot. It was like he just ran around in his gym clothes for 12 minutes and then just grabbed some pine and that was it. Now, lots of players have done this, as I think that's only slightly less than Darko Milicic's entire career stat line was, but no player has ever logged so many minutes and contributed nothing. And we all have that person at work, don't we? Number 1, most missed shots in a game without scoring a single field goal. We've all had our bad days, right? That time you forgot to hit the mute button on your phone, you called your boss a fat pig. The other time when you had to kick a dildo off the field for work, you know, it happens. But Tim Hardaway, well, he had a really bad day. Hardaway, the architect of the UTEP two-step, was playing for the Warriors in 1991 against the T-Wolves, and to say he got off to a bad start is an understatement. Now, Hardaway wasn't known to be a shooter as he had incredible dribble skills, but this night was exceptionally bad. 0 for 17 from the field bad. That's right.
Wow. So he had 17 shots and he made
hoisted up
none of
17
them.
shots and didn't hit a single one of them. I mean, you would think a jumper on the wing or a layup would have fallen, but yep, not a single one. Despite his performance, which would have made even Yinka Dare wince, his team still somehow won. Yep, we all have your bad days, like when you say on a radio show,
at least they won.
You hate gay people and you have to spend the next 7 years learning how to accept gay people. At least he finally got that part right, and luckily, sometimes you get another chance. 17 of them to be exact. Agree with my list? Think I left any off? Leave a like, comment, and subscribe.
So that was it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed the 5 NBA records nobody wants reaction, don't forget to leave